so we went out to the test track again, our test track here in Ängelholm. The old Gripen runway. It's a non-prepped surface that we test our cars on, and it's just amazing what our cars are capable of doing when it comes to straight line acceleration. It's not a priority, it's not what they're designed for, to be drag racing cars. I mean, we focus a lot more on cornering, turning, steering feel, braking stability, braking feel. But of course, acceleration is not unimportant when you're going out of a corner on a racetrack or flooring it down a straightaway. But this kind of standstill acceleration with only rear-wheel drive is, of course, not what they're best at, if I put it like that. Especially compared to four-wheel drive hybrid cars with directly responding electrical motors. We have a twin-turbo V8 combustion engine. Still, we managed to beat all of those cars on an unprepped surface compared to time set on prepped surfaces. And that's kind of unbelievable. It should not be possible.
It's a record.
What a day. Out on the test track in Ängelholm. A couple of new records. The way the Jesko rips, it's just amazing. What a beast it is. I mean, the level of grip through two-wheel propulsion is just unheard of. Never seen before. Seemingly impossible until it was proven. If you want the fastest acceleration on an unprepped surface, you would of course have four-wheel drive helping out. And many cars now have hybrids to get that instant electric kick off the line. Here we have rear-wheel drive, a combustion engine to make the car agile and lightweight. And still we beat everyone else in the quarter mile, anyone else apart from four-wheel drive, four electrical motor, electric cars. And we even beat those in half mile and quarter mile top speed. And the quarter mile was for the first time ever in production car history over 300 kilometers per hour. Of course, it's thanks to all the engineering levels in the Koenigsegg, especially the light-speed transmission and the very advanced traction control tuning that reacts so fast in combination with triplex suspension. The reason why we've been able to improve on the time since last year is further refinement of shifting strategies, further refinements on launch strategies with how the car settles in its suspension and how it lets go of the power just off of the line. This is again going to be sent out to the field, to all the cars as an over-the-air update for everyone to enjoy. And of course, when you don't care about acceleration times, we can unleash the beast with the longest burnout ever seen from any hypercar ever. So today is the Swedish National Day. We celebrate it every year, the 6th of June. And the weather was just perfect. Markus was available, the car was available, the track was empty. So we said, why not? Why not have a go on the Swedish National Day? So we still see room for improvement. This is just the beginning. And of course, we have the Gemera, which is a hybrid with four-wheel drive. It's a little bit bigger, heavier car, of course, but it's got a lot more power. So watch this space.